Hiya, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Rosie Henshaw. If you're new here, then welcome. It's lovely to meet you. And if you're already existing, guys, thank you so much for coming back. Really do appreciate it. So I'm going to be making a cup of tea myself. Grab yourselves a nice cup of tea and some snacks because today's video is a whole bottom ground floor tour of the Christmas decorations. So if you did watch my Decorate With Me video last week, you'd have seen a few bits in there. The kitchen blind has come. The Christmas kitchen blind has come. As I did say before, we are adding pops of red in the kitchen, so it isn't just me being extra for Christmas. So I wanted to show you that because that was an absolute nightmare to put up. When I say that I bought the same blind from the same company with the same fittings at the exact same size, I even went through my email to double check so that it could just click in place. They've redone all their fittings, so I had to re-drill everything, and it was an absolute nightmare. But it's fine because it's done now. Me and Gary didn't get divorced, it's fine. So that's up. I wanted to share that with you. I've also put the big tree up in the front living room, and we've done the fireplace, put all the stockings up really nicely. And I'm also going to be doing a table, like come decorate my table with me as well, because it was some really nice bits I want to share with you. So I'm going to be making a cup of tea, and I'm making a cup of tea for Gary. So if you can hear that really noise in the garden, bless Gary's little heart. He's on the third day today, so we've literally just been doing it on days when we can do it, and it's the third day today, so we've been going out there painting fences. So I've painted all the fences. I've done 11 panels so far, and I've got 4 more to do, and he's going to be jet washing the back of the summer house because that's a bit grubby, but our decking had gone really like sort of flaky. All the paint was coming up off of it, so he's been out there jet washing, so he's got quite a bit to do, but it makes me laugh. He's in his orange overalls out there, and it is a little bit raining, and it's cold, so I'm going to make him a nice cup of tea. And then after I've done this, I just thought I might as well get into my scrubs as well. I'm in my little scrubs, I'm in my PJs. But I thought there's no point doing my hair and makeup because I'm going to go in the garden as well and help him after I've shared this with you as well. So yeah, let's get in. Let's make him a quick cup of tea because do you know what? I feel like he deserves it, don't you? Being out there doing that in the rain, in the cold. I did say to him to leave it. We're also having a stew today. I said, I fancy a stew. I don't want a roast dinner today for some reason because I'm going to be out there doing it quite a lot. I can just put the stew on and then leave it. And Archie and that's been football this morning, so that'd be quite nice just to have something quick. So they've got a nice hearty dinner, but we ain't got to worry. It's me with 2 sugars. Gary has one, I'm a bit naughty. Oh well. And then, yeah, I'm going to get the garden done, and it should be done. Because I said this before, like where we've got the bifolds out the back, it sometimes just looks really scruffy out there, because that's all you can see. So I thought, obviously, I'm having a few people over a couple of times over Christmas, and I just want it to look nice and neat out there. So I'm going to give it a cut, like one of the last cuts before winter. And then we're also as well, like the fences look so much better. They had loads of moss on them, so we jet washed those first. And they looked dreadful, and then I've gone over and painted them all black, and I've done all the posts and that as well. I'll show you a little snippet of Gary now in the garden. So if you'll see, I've done these fence panels, but I haven't done those ones. Can you see how like shabby they look down there? But look, there's the blind, guys. Here is the blind. So this is the Christmas blind. I love it. It's like this like cherry red, like a dark red ticking stripe, and it's in this really lovely material. I went for a Roman blind again, and I just think it goes really nicely. Still matches all the Emma Bridgewater stuff and everything, but it just, I don't know, I feel like it ties it in much nicer. If you can see down the shed as well, I've got something to share with you. So in the shed, there's Albert's old cot there, and a couple of bits from his room, and his old buggy that he's like too much of a big boy for now, which makes me sad. So we're going to take them down the charity shop tomorrow. And then we've also got a table in there, which is I'm going to be painting up and sharing with you for when we do the Christmas wreath making party. I'm going to have it here. So we've got enough for all the girls to come round and do it. So we'll be setting up the tablescape here as well. And should we start with the tour? Should I show you the tour now? I'll do the tea in a second. I'll let that brew. Because obviously I shared this tree with you in the last video, and I absolutely love this. So if you haven't seen that video, I will link it below in the description. But this is the tree in our dining room snug, and I love it. The tree skirt is actually from Dunelm. And nearly every single one of these decorations have been like decoupage, like made or painted in some way. These were made by myself. There's ribbons that we've put on there. There's painted decor. I mean, like all these baubles have been like painted and then had rub and buff gold and that on them. So yeah, made mostly our homemade tree. Even the tree topper, the little star, I made that as well a few years back. So we've got this here and I think it looks so lovely. And then we also got some chair seat cushions that I've actually used. The green ones are actual cushions from Dunelm, but the other ones were £1.25 for a pack of 2, and they're meant to go on seats. So I actually just used them for the sofa, and I think they look quite nice on the sofa for the little pop of red. We have got like toys that would be in the normal living room scattered around and the whole cupboard's filled, and we've got baskets upstairs just because we've had to make room for the trees. And then on the shelf behind, we've got a little rocking horse and a couple of like little ceramic bells and little ceramic houses. I will come back in here in a minute when I make the tea, but I am going to show you the living room because I think it's got the wow factor and I love it. It's literally my favourite room ever. I've put the lights on in here because the lighting's quite dark today, because I don't know why, it's like 12 o'clock, but it's quite dark. And Millie was watching the Holiday. I was watching it together this morning, so we've paused it. But how lovely do these stockings look? So I got these stockings off Etsy and I think they're so nice. So these are all William Morris prints. Some of them are like the V&A prints and some of them are like the standard Morris & Co prints. When they come, I actually thought like the velour on the top of them were going to be red, like the velvet, and they weren't. They were actually like a blushy pink colour. But do you know what? I think it works. It looks really nice. And I'm really happy with it. So this actual garland's from Balsam Hill, and it's just the lights and this material, but I've added all the berries to it and a few other little bit of like foliage in there, and then I've also added the little bows. And I just think it still goes with all the decor and stuff that we've got in the living room. And also, I'm going to share with you now my second favourite things, and I know you guys will love them too. So you might remember the large elves. I think we called him Judy and something else. It was from the Santa Claus. And it's Gary's favourite Christmas film. I think it was Judy and, oh, what is the other one? You have to remind me. So they was like the two big ones. Well, there's a shop near me that's called Great Danes, and they sell all the Swedish little bits in there. And these are the little Mayleg pixies. And they had 2 of the bigger girls and boys. Like this is a boy, this is another girl. And then 2 of the smaller boys. And I just had to have them. They had to be my Christmas thing this year. So I like to get a special decoration. So rather than anything, the baubles and stuff on the tree, I just got these pixies. So we now have me, Gary, Millie, Archie, Alfie and Albert. And to be fair, I didn't even place them there like that. They're 1 minute under the tree, next minute they're on the sofa. Albert's been pushing these in his little cars and he's just playing with them. And do you know what? Some people said they were quite scary, but I love them. And do you know what? These are going to be something that hopefully, if I ever get blessed with grandchildren, they'll just be something that Nan has out. And I just thought they were really cute. And do you know what? The kids, when they saw them, their little faces lit up. They were like, oh my goodness, it's us. And I was like, yes, it is. I didn't even have to explain. And they just thought they were really cute. So they were really special. And then I'm going to turn around and we have got, I had to put a little blanket on the buffet today because Bertie is due for a groom tomorrow. He's been booked in, haven't you? He's going to probably pretend that he can't even hear me. But where he's got quite fluffy paws and it's raining, when he's going out for a wee, I don't want it getting on the puff, so I put a little blanket on there. But we've got the main tree, so I'm so pleased with this. I've gone a bit overboard with the ribbon. 1 second, I'm going to turn you around. I've gone a bit overboard with the ribbon, but you know what? I love it. I really do love it. So this is a Balsam Hill tree, and I've got all my decorations that I've had for absolute years. We've even got the little mini Fortnum Mason on here. We've got some of these little hairs. I think these were newer. I think these were like a last year purchase. I've got that one and this little guy, I think, from B&M. But we've got lots of flock baubles from, lots of flock baubles from B&M, places like that. We've got our initials throughout the tree. We've also got these hearts that I got from a charity shop years ago, and I've got loads of these. We've got like the burgundy hearts. We've also got some checked ones in there somewhere, and these little patterned ones as well, like burgundy and beige. And then I've got these like goldy sprigs that we put through the tree, and some of these red berries as well. And then we've also put some of these like large stars in there. I've got like all paint on my fingers, guys, you'll have to excuse my hands. And I'm just so happy. I also made a big bow for the top of the tree. Now underneath, we've still got, let me move this buffet out of the way. We've got our Fortnum Mason hampers, so I use 2 of the larger ones for the older children for their Christmas Eve hampers, and I also use the 2 smaller ones for Archie and for Alfie and Albert. And Gary has his little Santa that he has every single year under the tree. However, we did have a tree skirt, so I've tried to like splot them on underneath to make it sort of cover the wires and all the stand and stuff. But we did have a tree skirt, but none of the tree skirts fitted. So we had one that we used to have one in the hallway, we had one in the dining room. We've tried all of the different tree skirts, but we need a bigger one for this because actually it's a really wide tree skirt. It doesn't look like it. At first I just thought it was the same size, but we need the 70cm ones. They're quite expensive. So I said to Gary, I'm probably this week, and I'll probably film it for you guys as well, I'm probably going to make one. So I'm going to use a lot of like scrap wood and attempt to make my own little tree skirt, and I'll let you know how I got on with it. And then we'll go over to Bertie. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, mum. And then he's just not talking to me at the minute because he's heard the word groom and he's just not particularly happy about it. So then on the shelf here, I did have some of the little pixies up here, but Albert's just took them off because he was like playing with them. So that's why there's like a little weird gap there. But I did just put up some little books up there, some red ones, green. I think the green and the beige ones have been up there for a while, but like adding the red ones, it's a really easy way to sort of add Christmas decor on a budget. And then yeah, this is our Christmas. I'm really happy with the stockings as well. I just think they look really, really nice. And I love all the mix match of the patterns and stuff. And I think it looks really nice and quite vintagey in here. Very Charles Dickens, that's what I'm going for. But yeah, this is the living room. And I'm falling over Albert's bike now because stuff gets left everywhere. But really, really happy in here. It feels so cozy, like when you come in here and watch a film. And I will turn the lights off so you can see how twinkly everything looks. I mean, I've even got the lamp on because the lamp was on because it's quite dark in here. It's probably not looking as dark as it is. It's probably brightened up a little bit in here now, but it just feels really, really nice. And it goes really twinkly when it's night time. It just feels very, very cozy. So yeah, there we are. And then I'm gonna damn you bike, out of the way, constantly trip up on. So out here, if you can actually see, we've got our wreath on the door. I won't show you out there because it's raining, and 2, obviously it's got my front door number and stuff on there. So we normally decorate this bit. I'm not going to this year because if I did actually show you the tree that we got from Amazon, and I was going to have that out here on this unit because this is a very old unit in our living room that I upcycled, and I thought it'd look really nice. Maybe take that out and put that in a summer house for now and have a lovely little Christmas tree. But we ended up putting that Christmas tree in our bedroom and it's so nice of an evening. So I think I'm going to leave it. I might actually get some red berry sprigs and pop them in there. What do you think? I think that might look quite nice. Maybe like a little Christmas candle out here as well. And then, if you haven't obviously seen this video, you want to have seen this, like the last video where we decorated, I did show you this bit. So I haven't got round to going back to Home Bargains. That's where these like bells are from. So a pack of 4 for $9.99. I need to get some more because I'm going to like bundle another 2 up there. And another 2 again, so it's like a set of 4. But I need to go back. That's if they're even in stock now. They might have even sold out. And I'd also shown that I'd done this little ribbon, but I've also added a green one since, and I think it looks really, really pretty. So I added it in. And then these are the bells of dreams. These are $4.99 and they're from the range and they are beautiful. I think that one would hang a bit weird if I had another one there, so I think I'm going to keep that to 2. And if I had another one lower, Albert would 100% be like banging on it all day long. So I'm going to leave it like that. And this is the one I need to get the batteries for, because these little bulbs here, they're like little white ones and they look like berries when they're lit up, and it really looks so beautiful. So as you come in, it'll look really, really nice. Gary did say to me, maybe add some red berries. I'm not sure, I quite like it neutral. So we'll see, but obviously Gary is like the king of tradition, and we've gone so traditional in the dining room now. Let's go around here. I've got the little utility. Oh, actually, if you haven't seen the last video, you want to see in the little downstairs toilet. So in here, I've got all new William Morris towels for the bathroom, but I also got a little hand towel one for down here, and obviously this will stay out all year because it goes with the decor and stuff. And then I've hung up one of these little wreaths. So this was from B&M. I think it was about £5, but it had quite a bright red ribbon on it, so I just changed it for a little burgundy one. Got a little hamper up there, but that stays up there all year round. It just has spare toilet rolls in and stuff like that. And then on the windowsill, I've popped on these little Christmas trees, and I've also added some little ribbons. So these were from, I think I got these from a garden centre, and they're like little white pots, but I thought if I put them in my little rustic terracotta pots, they'll just look much nicer. So then I just added a little bit of ribbon to those as well, and I think it looks really nice. And this was like a little shelf that I used to have in my old kitchen, and I literally cut it down on my chop saw, stained it, and thought I'll put that there, and then you can have your hand soaps there. So it freed up that space for Christmas decor, as you do. So we're gonna go round. So this is the Christmas kitchen. Obviously the clouds have come out within the 5 minutes of making him a cup of tea, but look, bless him. Look at him. Something about a man in overalls, I don't know what it is, and his size 11 wellies. Oh God, I hope I've said that right on the camera and it hasn't, no one's took that for something else. So we've started off out here with the little Emma Bridgewater miniatures. I love these. So they've got all our initials on these. I did have like a winter star set, like teapot and that has all our names and stuff on it, but I've not been able to get Albert one because I got it years ago before he was born and they've like discontinued it, so it felt a bit mean putting that up without his little one. So I've left that and I've just left my normal teapots up. Hopefully one day they'll bring it out and I'll get him a little mini cup too. But we've got all these ones out. These are our little initials. Now Albert has got one with a teddy bear one there. And they're all hung up, and I also got like a little B&M star that I hung up there as well to sort of like fill up the gap. So we've also got the Christmas blind. What do you think, guys? It's really, really nice, lovely, like sort of dark red ticking stripe. It's so nice, and it's got this like linen look to it. And then I think with the like little charity shop cookbooks, they've got the old Delia Smith winter collection and the Harrods cookery book. I also swapped out my Roberts radio from my bedroom and put the pink one in my room because I've got all like cream and green in there, so a bit of pink would look nice. And then got that there. I think that looks quite nice. And then we've got the Christmas tree. So this is just a like little garden centre one, and I put some little raffia as the bow, and it's already pre-lit, so I just put some like orange slices on it, some berries, some like little bells, and I put it in one of my little baskets, and I think it looks really, really pretty. Really pretty in a Keira Knightley voice. I've also like put a few cakes in the cake stand as well. There's a big red velvet one, but if I put that out there, that'd be gone within 2 minutes just by me. So I'm like gonna keep it in the box for now. So we'll have like a little pot of tea tonight after our dinner, after our stew and dumplings, and we'll have like some cakes and stuff for the kids. I thought I'd put them out, and it makes the video look a bit more aesthetic. Why not? My tea is now getting cold because I actually had to reboil the kettle and redo the tea because it actually got freezing. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a tea for myself, and then I've just left it there again. So this garland over the mantle, this was from Sainsbury's, and it was actually double the length of this, and it was a lot thinner. It's more of their like sort of Scandi, sort of like alpine ones, you know, they're very, very minimal. But I cut it in half, chopped it up and put a few bits in to make it nice and fuller, and I put some of the orange slices in there, like the orange whole oranges, the cut ones, some frosted berries, and I think it looks really, really nice and neutral. I did say in the last video, if you didn't see that one, I did take the hops down, and I love the hops, and I was planning on keeping them up. I have kept them. I've hung them in the summer house down the end. Hopefully they'll wear up good down there. I'll probably pop them back up after Christmas. But with the tray and all the other green stuff in the kitchen, it just looked really yellow and really dried out, and it didn't look very festive at all. So I thought I'd hang this up for now, and obviously I'll have this every year because it's, you know, artificial. And then I've also got tea towels that I got from TK Maxx. I've also got my old William Morris. This is actually what started off the William Morris, I think, my obsession with it, my Christmas oven mitt. So there you go. I'm going to blame the oven mitt. It's his fault, not mine. And then from the garland above the mantle, I also took a little sprig off of it, nicked it off, chopped it, turned it into a little wreath, and then put a little bit of ribbon on and some bells. And I think that's such a nice little way to sort of like add a bit of Christmas to your kitchen. I'm going to have a sip of my tea because I'm getting a very dry mouth, just not shutting up. Yeah, that's a mum's tea. Cold, but it's fine. I'm used to it. And then in this corner, I would normally have like a hot chocolate station. I've not done that this year, and the only reason I've not done that is because I've got my new lamp. And do you know what? I love it, and I'm going to keep it out. And who knows, I might put a little hot chocolate station out the week leading up to Christmas. But for now, I really like it out. So I got this lamp. I do want to clear this up because I've got so many messages after the last video of lots of you asking where the rechargeable lamp's from. So the actual lamp isn't rechargeable. I did actually cut the section of video out by accident. I didn't even mean to. I was meant to leave it in. So I did actually explain it quite in depth, and then silly me just completely forgot to leave it in. It was because I was cutting it down to a shorter video, because when we decorated it was about 3 hours long. But this lamp base is actually from Light and Direct, and it's called the chest base lamp, and it does come with a shade. So it comes with a white shade. I bought it knowing that I was going to be changing the shade, but I thought it was quite nice that it comes with it. So I have kept the shade. So if I ever want to like sort of change up my decor for spring and I put my other blind back up, I can obviously have the white shade, maybe paint some pink flowers on it, whatever you want to do really. And the shade is also from Dunelm. Now, this is the bit where I think I confuse people, because I cut that bit out. So it had a plug on this and a wire, so I cut the plug off just where the plug is, and I've kept it, and I've pushed the wire back in, so I can re-add a plug to this and still have it like that. I decided to do it like this because I didn't want loads of wires, and they're always black, they're always bulky. I don't have an outlet here or anywhere sort of like, you know, that's not going to be seeing the big black wire strawed across the sides, and because they're white you can really see them and it's noticeable. And then I couldn't even like sort of cover it with chopping board, you just see it. So what I did get is a bulb that's rechargeable. So this is from Amazon, and I paid $6.99, and literally you unplug it, charge it, it's got like a little charger that plugs into it, and then it comes with, I put it in my little cupboard here so that you can, it's to hand so I don't lose it. You can change the colours, so it turns it on, off. I can't do it because I do actually need to charge it. I had it on last night for quite long, we set up quite late. But you can have like a really lovely warm white, like a bit more of a bright light white, icy one. You can put it on a timer if you want to. It's really, really nice. It was really cheap, so I'd done that. And then instead of having the hot chocolate station, I've just been putting a few Christmas mugs out, but obviously we're drinking from a few. But yeah. What do you think of the Christmas kitchen? My favourite thing ever is that blind. It just makes me happy. So I got that out. Then as I turn round, we have got the mantle at the back. So really, really happy with this. So this was free garlands. I actually got these from, I think it was, yeah, it was the Range. They were $8.99, the mistletoe ones. And I've not seen them in there. I think I've had these for about 5 years. Now they have gone a bit bitty and they didn't quite meet in the middle. So when I didn't use, so there's a red one in here as well, it's slightly different. I thought that used to be on my mantle. So I thought when I weren't using it on the mantle, because originally I was gonna have the hops up there, I decided after I'd already done this and I weren't gonna take it down, I could use it over here. So I put the red one in the middle, and then I just got some berries from it and sort of added it to the other parts of the wreath to sort of like blend it together, if that makes sense. And then I've got this big long beaded garland. I got this from Amazon. If I can link anything below, I will, guys. And then I've got all like my little houses at the back, the ceramic village, little wooden trees and little bottle brush trees. It just makes me happy, and I know it's a bit chaotic. The star stays out all year round, as does the sheep's head. A few people did say put a Santa's hat on him, which I might, I don't know. Because one year I did actually have a big wreath round his head, like round him, but they just stay up there. I didn't want to take all my frames off because they mean a lot to me, like all the pictures of the kids and stuff, and Gary. So it's mixed in with all that, and then I just hung loads of Amazon bells from the bottom of it on the bottom, and these little garlands were already pre-lit as well, so that's quite handy. And I also got some turtle doves from the garden centre, I think it was last year or the year before, so they're hung there. They should be hung together, may I add, but they're not. And then I've also got this little cherub candlestick that I got from the junk shop that used to be at the end of my road, but then it shut down, and I was absolutely heartbroken because I used to love all the goodies you could get in there. And then I just hung some stars, and yeah, really, really pleased. I think the tall ones are all from Hobbycraft, and then a couple of these little smaller ones, they actually light up, and they're like this one over here. They're from the pound shop, and one below, so you can get some really nice little ones if you want to create a winter village. I've actually got flowers at the moment, which is a shock. I've not had flowers in absolutely ages. But on the table, I've got my Emma Bridgewater star candle dish. It isn't actually a candle dish, I'm using it as a candle dish. And I've just got this M&S candle, which I think is clove and mandarin. And it smells amazing. So I've got that on the table, and now I'm gonna set up the Christmas table because you've probably seen a couple bits, but I've got some really beautiful bits that I want to share with you. So hopefully you've enjoyed this part of the video, and now let's get into decorating my table. So guys, I want to share these bits with you. I'm actually so excited. So if you've heard of the company my first years, they are the personalisation experts. They make some really beautiful gifts for like newborns or children. So if you know anyone that's got like baby on the way or anything like that, or for Christmas gifts, they do the most amazing bits. And actually I bought loads of bits for like Albert when he was born, and some of my other children, and like friends when they've had babies and stuff. But they've made a sister company, which is Made Yours. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm saving these boxes to decorate. Like with some bits, like some holly and bits and bobs in it, and they're actually going to be gift boxes that I'm going to give to people for Christmas. They've really kindly sent out some personalised bits from their new company, Made Yours, which is the sister company. Now these have all been thoughtfully designed in-house by the personalisation experts. I'm going to show you these. I know you're going to love them as much as me. Right, we're going to start off with I don't know what to start off with. So they do specialised gifts for like people who have new homes, anniversaries, birthdays, now Christmas, also anniversaries, weddings, you name it. When I saw this, I could not believe it. So they said, we'd like to send you out a few bits for your Christmas table, Rosie. And they shared some of the bits, and honestly, I couldn't believe my luck. So they've sent out this lovely festive board. I'm obviously going to be keeping this board out all year round. It's just the most amazing, beautiful wooden board with like the carved edges. The quality of it is unbelievable. But they've also engraved this with Christmas with the Henshaws. How beautiful is that? I mean, you can have any personalisation you want on this, but that is gorgeous. Like, we're having tapas, or I can even put candles on this, or whatever you want is so, so beautiful. And it's a really nice board. So like I said, I'm probably going to have it out all year round anyway in the back of my kitchen, just turn it that way, and then at Christmas, have it out that way. And then I'm going to show you these up close, because before I set the table up, I'm going to set the table up and you'll see it all look really lovely, and I'll show you up close again. But I can't not highlight these. So they had loads of different designs that you could choose from. So they've got like glassware, they've got like table runners, napkins. There's these beautiful drawstring bags that I know you're going to love as well. They're kind of an alternative to crackers, I'd say. Right, so these linen napkins, these are the vintage ones, and they're just like this most beautiful colour. And these are, is it embroidered? They're like stitched on. We've got Daddy. So we obviously picked what we wanted on these. So we've got Daddy. I also had Mummy, because then the kids will know, because it's for our table. We've got Alfie, Archie. Now they had loads of different designs of these ones, and like they had more of like an ivory ones as well. So it's more like a plainer colour. If you're going for more like, say you're going for like greys and whites and stuff like that, you could have those ones instead. You don't have to go ultra traditional. And we've got all our names on them. And they also made, I took them all out of the boxes. They were all individually boxed and wrapped beautiful with like lovely tissue paper. This is probably my favourite, so I got the runner to match. This would even be nice for someone like my sister. I'm actually thinking of getting her one for a house, because they're moving in this year to their new house before Christmas. And what a lovely keepsake to put on their table. She's actually having my old table, because it's in some house. We saved it for her. Because I only use it for crafting and stuff now. And I was like, you know what? That's such a waste. It's such a beautiful table. She's got a nice big area to put a table in. And obviously, you know what it's like when you first move in. No one's got the money to be buying loads of stuff for the house. And I said, look, I'm gonna give you the table. So I'm gonna see what colour she wants in her kitchen. I'll probably sand it down and paint it, get it all ready, like the bottom part for her. And the top's got a few scuffs, it's solid wood, so I'm gonna probably sand it down. And then I might go around there, pop one of these over, order her one, put some cakes on the table, and then she'll see this. So I'll get her family name on there. But it's this beautiful table runners. They'd be good as Christmas gifts as well for people, especially people like me that loves Christmas. So Christmas with the Henshaws. And yet again, they had different designs of these. You don't have to have the Christmas trees, you can just have your name on these. And they're different, like more of like an ivory colour. That is honestly the most lovely quality I've ever seen. It's that really, really lovely linen. Look at these drawstring bags. So these have been so thoughtfully designed out. They're just so clever. They've got like this lovely sort of like, it matches my blind. It matches my blind. So got these lovely drawstring bags. Now, if you have crackers, I think you could still have these. I think these would be a really good idea as well. If you, I mean, you could even like order these to put actual little gifts in. Do you know what I mean? How cute would that be? Imagine getting one of these for a little one if you've got like a little special, like, you know, the Jellycat Tivas, or if you've got someone a nice little present, you could probably pop them in there. But they're going to be on my table. We've got them all personalised for each of us. Got Daddy, Alfie, and yet again they had a few different designs. but a little chocolate. I mean, if you're setting your table up Christmassy, and you know that we're not drinkers in this house, like we don't really drink alcohol, but if you do, little, you know, the miniature bottles of Prosecco or Baileys or whiskey, you could pop them in there on your table. You could even like write out little jokes and put them in there instead of crackers. Little party hats. I was actually thinking of even making reusable party hats, so there's a good possibility I could put them in these with a little joke and maybe like a little chocolate or something, rather than, you know, the gifts that you never end up using in the crackers. I'm going to set these out. I wanted to like share these first before doing my table though, because I wanted to show these up close, because I actually think they're like the most beautiful things ever. They're just so, so nice. So I'm going to set up the table. I'm going to set my table up now, but I really wanted to share them with you. Gary actually hasn't seen these bits yet either, so I think when he comes in he'll be pleasantly surprised, because he absolutely loves anything personalised and sentimental. So let's set you guys up. Let's put this out of the way and let's get in.
Christmas lights fill the city. There are people everywhere.
Also as well, they really kindly sent out these glasses. So they do glasses as well as obviously the table runners and the boards and the napkins and the bags. They do the glasses, which I think is just so nice. They do actually have different fonts of these. I went for this font, and they also have red wine glasses. So these are actually the white wine glasses. So I got these because they're just a little bit thinner and a little bit more taller. We didn't get them for the children, obviously they don't need to, but I thought they were really, really cute. Me and Gary don't drink, but I thought maybe we could just have a little toast at Christmas, for Christmas dinner.
Being snowed in somewhere, you and me. Go get snowed in. Let's go get snowed in. How wrong could that be? Being snowed in somewhere, you and me. Let's get snowed.
I'm really, really pleased with this. I am going to be putting some little LED candles on this, because obviously we do have Albert at the table and with the foliage underneath. So these are just going to be lit for probably a couple of seconds while I film this to show you guys. But look how beautiful these pieces look. They go so beautifully. I've also got some of my Emma Bridgewater serveware out. Obviously this would have like extra roast potatoes, pigs in blankets, you know, a little bit of like cranberry on that. Do you know what I mean? It would sort of be mixed together. I would also be putting out the cheeses for after on our lovely board. And then I probably think I will actually make the homemade Christmas party hats, so I can use them every year, because I've got some really nice William Morris material that I'll probably do that with, because then it's reusable. Write them a little joke out. That'd be quite fun to get some jokes to pop in there. I might even get the kids involved to make a joke for someone else. So do like a secret Santa, so we'll put the joke in whoever they pull out their hat, you know. And then maybe like a little Ferrero Rocher in here. Thought it'd be really, really nice. I've just put some little bows on the plates, and I think it looks really, really nice. This is just some eucalyptus garlands that I had from the range, and I've just popped in some random berries that I already had, some dried fruits. And you know what, these lights come in really, really handy. So these were the ones that was meant to be going over the mantle, but they'll come in handy now because we've got these. And then just some little velvet ribbons. And I am so, so happy with how the table has turned out. It just looks so, so beautiful. I will obviously iron all of these when I am going to be setting it up. I think it does add to the rustic charm, to be honest with you, but I will be ironing it all ready for Christmas. I think it looks so nice with the backdrop. I will put the light on, but it does tend to make everything go a little bit grainy when you do it, but I just think these bits are so beautiful. They look really lovely with a tablescape, and there's sort of this like whimsy look to it. I mean, if you went for, I do have like a plain cream and like white linen stripe tablecloth that I think would look quite nice with this. It'd probably give it more of a classier look. But do you know what? We've gone super traditional this year with all the trees, and we're going a bit more cheesy and festive. So I thought with this tablecloth, it looks really nice. But it shows you can have these really beautiful classy pieces and just mix them together to like sort of like add with different things that you want. I mean, even if you had like a bright candy cane lane sort of like North Pole look, it would still really go. And if you're going for a very, very bougie classy, you can do that too. I mean, if I just had a nice plain tablecloth or a nice forest green, you definitely could get that look. But these are just keepsakes. I'm going to have these forever now, and yeah, probably just get more and more made when we have grandbabies. I keep talking about grandbabies. My youngest is 3, but do you know what I mean? I very much want that keepsake pieces that you're going to have forever. So yeah, I'll leave all the links for these items below in the description box, guys, and anything I can throughout the video. And yeah, and I'm also going to leave the website too, so please go and give it a little look. As you can see, the stuff, like the thought and the care that goes into designing these and making these, the fact that these are like actually stitched, it's just incredible detail. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know what your favourite things are in the video, and I've been Rosie Henshaw. See you later. Take care, and a bye from Gary as well. You finished doing your jet washing?
Oh, I didn't have my jumper tucked in.
You're all, look at your little hair. Your hair's all gone flat on your face. Oh, let me feel your hands. You're like ice.
But I did have a bag of crisps.
Oh, well, you had a bag of crisps, but you'll have a nice stew now. So yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, guys. I've been Rosie Henshaw. This is Gary Henshaw. See you later. Bye.